Hey guys, happy day, I'm back. Sometimes you got shit you gotta do before you can record more Rance videos, right? You all know what I'm talking about there. I'm sure you've all felt that before, you know? You try to record Honnouji in one weekend, and shit gets real, so you can't do it. That's what happened. Anyway, at this stage in the game, the overworld music changes. It seems like a while for me, but you could just be watching the videos within minutes of each other, so it's weird for me to segue back into things. Obviously, a lot of stuff started happening. Kouhime was kidnapped, and the music changed because of that. So this music leaves with me some mixed feelings. The music's kinda sad, I guess, because Kouhime goes missing, and they're automatically associated with one another. But the same overworld music stays throughout the game. So during happier portions toward the end, it's still there, and I like it a lot more than the other one personally. For that, anyway. Yeah, sorry about the delays on the uploads, but I'm gonna start going again here. Search full force for missing Ko. You gotta do that. You don't do it, you get a game over. So let's do that. It's 15, and upon doing this and completing it, it ends your turn. So I have a flag that I'm not using, or an action fan I'm not using. I don't really care. Not a big deal. Really. You know, you're not missing out on much. And also during this phase of the game, you're not allowed to attack enemy countries, because you got more important stuff to do. You know? You gotta find Kouhime. And in Kohime's absence, you get to see a little bit of Edge, 3G's subordinate. He's in the game periodically. He's not really, an important character. I don't know. He's around. You see him periodically. That's it. He's just Edge. He's Edge. He's 3G's secretary or whatever the hell. There you go. But yeah, you go look for Kouhime. Well, they don't really look for Kouhime. They do look for Kouhime. They find her. Depressing scene. You might like it. You'd be a jerk if you liked it. But because it's fictional, who cares, you know? Basically, Kouhime gets raped by some boys, and it shows that in a scene. Yeah, that's really all. Rance kills them both immediately, so you automatically feel better about it, I guess. But yeah, then she comes back, and she basically takes complete control of Oda, because it's clear at this point that Nobunaga's not a good guy. You know, she firsthand saw what's going on, and it's very strange. Yeah. So that's what they're talking about in this scene. They find Ko, some scouts. I don't remember exactly who finds her, but Rance goes out to investigate. And Rengoku, of course, did this to her. He's pretty much a huge asshole. And he gets what's coming to him. Before any of the other apostles. Let's go with that. Yeah. So that's actually what's happening here. I'm gonna let it go until the scene shows up, then I'll just skip it all. It's not really important, I guess. I mean, no, I don't think there are any scenes that have really important dialogue in them. This one may be up there, I guess. Though there is one scene later in the game with Kouhime that I will also have to censor, and that's a scene I would have liked to include, but I don't think that's gonna work out. So, but yeah, I'll skip it now. The text is skipping into unimportant details there. Go through that, and Rance kills the two boys, rescues Kouhime, and all is well, I guess. In the end, Kouhime does lose her virginity and things like that there, so she's a little thrown off. I don't know. I don't think that mattered in Japan, though. I mean, I have no idea. It's not like women like that in medieval Europe would be executed, I think, if they slept around before they were married. They would be killed, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it's the same in Japan. I don't think it was different. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was different. I have no idea. I mean, brothels were more common in Japan than they were in Europe. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, yeah. Japan was just a lot more relaxed on those kinds of issues. They still are, honestly. Sex isn't as big of an issue in Japan as it is in other parts of the world. God, you say that out loud in some places in America and everybody just winces and it's like, ah! Sex? What is that? Nah. We all reproduce asexually. That's what happens in America. So, I mean, even now I'm toning it down because I know my family's an earshot, right? So, there you have it. There you have it, friends. But yeah, in the scene, Kouhime's catching them up on what's happening. She just says, "Everyone, thank you for saving me. That was so nice of you. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate that you saved me." That's cute. But, there's a change in Kouhime's character here. Basically, she doesn't even cry about what happened, you know? She doesn't show that. It's kinda... It would be bad to be her, you know? She doesn't really have anyone right now. Really, all she has is Rance, Syl, and 3G, and that's it. And they're not really... I mean, they're nice people and they're her friends, but they're not family. She doesn't have any family. She's all alone. Yep. And yeah, she's relaying the information to Rance right here, who is basically Rance... I mean, okay. Kouhime is the ruler of Oda, but Rance is still the ruler because he's older. He knows how to do things a little bit better than Ko. He can act better than she can, but she's still the heir, you know. She's Oda's next in line, even though she's not male. They threw that out the window in this game. Obviously, you've got people like Kenshin leading a country. What are other strong female leaders? Natori, I guess. Not really. Takuga's got one, but they're kind of rebels anyway, so they don't have to obey the classic Japanese laws. But yeah, there were no female leaders like that in Japan. You know this, I've probably mentioned it. Oh yeah, and I get to tell you a little bit about Xavier. Oh man, there's a lot to talk about, and I've said that before. Jeez, I don't know how much time's left in this text scene here. I don't want to start explaining Xavier and then have something else happen. I'll do it anyway, it's not really that complicated. Basically, Xavier was a priest, a Christian priest, missionary guy who came to Japan in the Sengoku period, and he's very well known. You can find him easily on the internet. You can find more information on him. And that's what he did. He brought Christianity with him. Almost all of the Shinto Buddhists hated that. Oh my god, Christians were definitely persecuted in Japan. Portions of it. They weren't, Christianity wasn't snuffed out completely throughout Japan during these periods. Obviously, gosh, I can't think of any clans or noteworthy groups that were solely Christian, but I know there were some. I know there were conversions throughout Japan, and that caused issues. If one place is stable with a certain religion and another one comes in, it's gonna cause some social problems, and it did. And leaders of the government didn't want that to happen, so that's why persecutions of Christians would come into place. I'm sure it was acceptable in some areas. I'm sure Christianity and Shinto Buddhism flourished together in some areas. I don't know any of those specifically, but I do know that Xavier was the first guy, no, he probably wasn't the first, actually. He was just an important Christian figurehead in Sengoku, Japan. And you can look him up. He's well known, and he is in this game the demon that you've got to take out. Xavier is the demon. And I would assume that it's common for him to be portrayed as a bad guy. I can't see Xavier being seen as a really good guy ever when talking about Sengoku, Japan. Because what is the Christian population in Japan now? What, below 1%? So that's how well that went. look into it. I just thought it was very interesting to find out Xavier's origins and find out that he was a Christian guy, and in this game he is the evil thing, you know. So yeah, you can look into that, as I've said. And that was a scene between two of the sisters Amori. I didn't remember that one specifically, but there are a few more here and there between them all. And you can of course defend yourself when in this phase with Kouhime and whatnot. Sen and Senime naturally, right? Oh boy, it's been a while. Give me a second. I'm trying to look at what I have here. Notori? No. Dosan-chan. Shit, then Kenshin's not gonna, whatever. Oh yeah, I got Maida KG, baby, Maida KG. Aw yeah, Sen and Maria, get a ninja. Always the ninjas. Yeah, that's how that goes. And it's the Tenshi sect, you know, they're gonna keep fighting you until the events at Honnouji finish. And that's all good. They're not an issue. They shouldn't be an issue. You may have already conquered them, you know, I try to tell you what you can and can't do, and then you should play it. If you're still watching this game, doing things like I do, you could be doing better. You could be doing better. Oh, I just, see right there, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll guard it in guard with Maida KG, whatever. Whatever, it's the Tenshi sect, I don't need to care. There we go. That's how I'm gonna waste all of Maria's action flags immediately. By killing that asshole. Yeah, and it's just a Tenshi sect. I don't have anything to say about them anymore. They're so unimportant. Though I will point out that the monks have these weird turban-like headdresses. I don't know why. I have no idea why they have those. I didn't know those existed in Japan. Like, I'd always thought those turban things were to keep people cool in the deserts and stuff. I don't know why they would be prevalent in Japan anywhere. Anyone knows, let me know, because I'd like to know, actually. And I've only ever seen pictures of monks wearing them. So, it's probably a religious thing. And of course, all the monks are usually bald too, right? I don't know if that's true. But they're always portrayed bald. So, maybe there's something behind it. I have no idea. Oh, yeesh. Coming down to the end of the video and I'm still in combat, so I'll talk about my absence. Yeah, I was gone for 2 weeks, a week, doing a lot of shit. I'm in college and it's the ending. I have 1 week left. It's all the exams and things. A couple other personal issues. 20 subscribers care about this, I know you do. I should make a 20 subscriber video. One of my friends told me that. Oh my god, it would be awesome. I missed April Fools. I could have made like bodies, let the bodies hit the floor remix with like Rance one-shotting people. That would have been cool, right? That would have been a good April Fool's thing for my, at the time, 12 subscribers or something like that. Yeah, shit, yeah. It's the good stuff. It'll happen next year. I promise. Oh, and another thing about the channel that I have here. I was thinking about it, and if I like Big Bang Age enough, I'll do that as well. Is that really related to Sengoku Rance? Why am I talking about these things? I should make a separate video for those things. I've said that I would and I never do. And look at who's left. Mansuke. That guy. I love his name. And there's one called Perry with exclamation points. There are just so many cool units like that. I think they're cool. I don't know. Oh, this girl. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a while since we've seen her. Yamanaka Kojika. I thought her last name was Amako. No, she wants to restore the Amako family. That's what it is. In the fight against Mori. That's what she's going to do. She's still trying to do that, and she keeps trying. If you let her go on long enough, she will stop. Because, I mean, you can only ask so many clans for help. As many as exist. She doesn't go that far. You'll see what happens with her. I don't think this scene is the one. But she's just a very unlucky person. And I don't know if I've said it before, but she is a unit in the game. I'll make a character obtainmentation for her. It'll be a good one. Because I had no idea you could get her. And I found her by accident. I'm sure that's the case for a lot of people. She's a diviner with 9 defense. I may have mentioned it. I don't recall. It's been a while, right? So, yeah. That's all I'm going to say about her until the obtainmentation. And, also, my almost 5 months after the YouTube channel's creation, my glorious channel, it's now eligible for videos with, like, what is it, unlimited time upload or whatever the hell? It's not unlimited, they wouldn't do that, but I can do that now. So I can go over 15 minutes and 30 seconds, so I can let this scene finish. Isn't that great? I think it's great. Glad to be recording again. I'll tell you what. Huh? Yeah, she's getting owned here by this guy. I think there's one of these merchants. I'm pretty sure there's just one, and he wanders all over the place, but he really does go everywhere. He's in Mori right now. And he goes to Hojo, he sells Son the ring. He tries to sell cloth to a key. That's actually where he's stationed, is in Hara's original territory. I don't know if I've shown that yet, but he accepts ogre bones for items. A lot of good items you can get there. I'll probably go over that again in the future, I would think. Maybe. Get ogre bones from dungeons. I don't do those a whole lot, as you know. As you know. I know you know. Oh, man. Rance is checking on Kouhime, so he actually cares for her. You know, he doesn't want to just do her when she gets older. He's worried about her. I like to think. He's not a heartless dumbass. He's a caring guy when he needs to be. You know, when dealing with little girls who have been raped, he's a caring man. Tries to make them feel better. That's what's happening here. There are scenes like this with Ko and several others. You've seen it with Renmaru, I think. And Katsui has an affection for her as well. Though that may just be because he is a lolicon, you know. I don't think that's the case either, though. I will say that. Yeah. Yep, Kouhime is actually the only... I mean, because of the event that just took place in the video, she's not really pure anymore, I guess, but she's really the only not mean character ever. You know, she doesn't ever have anything cruel associated with her because she's a little kid. I mean, not all the other characters do cruel things, I guess. I don't know how to explain it. I just have a certain conception of her in my mind, I guess. I don't know. Conception? That's the beginning of something. Perception? I don't know. So, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, Oda's subordinate. See, I don't know who that is. No one knows who that is. He's just a subordinate to Oda. That's so vague. Whatever. He's got that dumbass mullet thing. Look at him. Look at that hair. That's so stupid. No one had hair like that. Ever. But, yeah, this is gonna be a Honnouji extravaganza. These videos are all gonna be like 20 minutes long because of the cutscenes. Because I can't just skip it anymore. It's inappropriate to do that, I think. And I also have to come to a decision here about what I'm gonna do. I should post-record these, but I won't. I'm too heroic and confident and ballsy and amazing and rational to do that. No, irrational. I'm being irrational. If I were rational, I would do post-recordings. Because that would assure quality. See, I could fail here. I could fail in what's coming up miserably. But I won't. I'm a hero. I'm like Rance. I'm a hero. I got this on lockdown because I'm a boss. If you haven't played the game, you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Go play the game. Yeah, but I think Suzume goes scouting with Chaos or something. She's playing with Chaos in town as superhero. That's what she says. She was in town playing with Chaos as superhero for the kids. Can you see Suzume holding a sword? I can't. Because she's... I don't know. Seems weird for her. She's got enough weight to carry around in her chest. Why would she carry around on her chest, not in it? Why would she carry around a sword too? It's hard work being a fast, agile ninja when you've got all that extra weight, you know? You know? There, Mika Sashu. Those are what Xavier's agents are called. There might be historical relevance to that. None that I know of, though. Yeah. I'm trying to think if Xavier even had any interactions with Oda in real life. I have no idea. My apologies. The event at Honnouji in real life was a very big deal. It led to Oda Nobunaga's death, actually, at the hands of Akechi Mitsuhide. Akechi Mitsuhide. Yeah, that same piece of shit commander I've got in my roster is the guy who orchestrated Nobunaga's assassination in real life. And it was inside of Honnouji. And Renmaru also died with Nobunaga there. Yeah, I think that's really it. I mean, that's a huge issue. That's a big deal right there, but I don't recall any finer details. And then it was at that point that Tokugawa, I think it was Tokugawa, they took action against Akechi. In any case, I'll see you in the next part.